Good morning, children. Today we can see the major accessory ducts in male reproductive system. In the last class we learned the section of testis, the seminiferous tubules, the types of cells such as germ cells, Sertoli cells, etc. Now we can see which are the major accessory ducts. They are rete testis, vasa efferentia, epididymis, vas deferens. See the spelling, vas deferens, ejaculatory duct and urethra. These are the major accessory ducts in the male reproductive system. Now we can see where they are located in the testis. Before that, in the last class we have seen the section of testis. The section of testis here the testicular septum, and that make the testicular lobules, and inside this testicular lobules highly coiled seminiferous tubules, coiled in the beginning but towards the end it is straight. 1 to 3 seminiferous tubules I have seen in each lobule. See, these are the seminiferous tubule. Here, as you know, the seminiferous tubule consists of germ cells and Sertoli cells. The function of germ cells and Sertoli cells you already learned. And these germ cells and Sertoli cells are seen in the lining of the seminiferous tubule. But the space outside the seminiferous tubule, the space outside the seminiferous tubule is known as interstitial space. And this interstitial space consists of capillaries, nerve fibers, glandular cells, etc. The cells which present in the interstitial cells are known as interstitial cells or Leydig cell. So the glandular cells which present in the interstitial space. Where this interstitial space? The space outside the seminiferous tubule is called the interstitial space. The interstitial space consists of glandular cells which are known as interstitial cells or Leydig cells. And Leydig cells produce the male sex hormone testosterone or androgen. So the male sex hormone testosterone is produced by the Leydig cell or interstitial cell present in the interstitial space outside the seminiferous tubule. So which is the place where sperm formed? Germ cells of seminiferous tubule is the place where sperm formation occurs. But here the Leydig cells produce male sex hormone, androgen or testosterone. Is it clear about Leydig cell? Okay, now we can see the location of various ducts in testis. Here the straight part of the, here you can see the straight part of the seminiferous tubule. This straight part of the seminiferous tubule together make a network of tubes. Together make a network of tubes. A network of tubes are formed by the straight part of the seminiferous tubule. And this part is known as a rete testis. This is the rete testis. Rete testis. This is the first accessory gland. So, a rete testis is a network of tubes formed by the straight part of the seminiferous tubule. Once more, the straight part of the seminiferous tubule form a network of tubes that are known as testis, rete testis. And this rete testis conduct sperm from the seminiferous tubule. Because seminiferous tubule is the place, or the germ cell is the place where sperm formation occur. From there, the sperm can be conducted into the rete testis, and from there it can conduct to the nearby ducts. Now we can see this rete testis form several tubular structures, and that open into another duct. See, the structure is a little bit wide over here. Okay, you can see this rete testis open tubular structure, open into several tubular structure, and that are known as vasa efferentia. So this is the vasa efferentia. Vasa efferentia. And this is the second accessory duct. So the vasa efferentia collects sperm from the seminiferous tubule through the rete testis. Or we can say the rete testis can conduct sperm from the seminiferous tubule into the vasa efferentia. Okay. And this vasa efferentia open into another duct. This is another duct which is known as epididymis. Epididymis. This is very important accessory duct because this epididymis store sperm for about 18 to 24 hours. That is, temporarily only they can store sperm. And the sperm maturation also takes place in the epididymis. So we can say epididymis is the place where storage and sperm maturation occur. And this epididymis consists of three parts. They are, this is the head part, and this is the body part, and this is the tail part. Tail part. So we can write like this: head, body, and tail. And this epididymis consists of head, body, and tail. The tail region, actually this is a coil structure. The tail part of the epididymis leads into another duct which is known as vas deferens. Vas deferens. So this is another duct. And this vas deferens ascends up or ascends up to the abdomen. That we can see later. So the vas deferens goes up to the abdomen or abdominal cavity. Now, so these are the major accessory ducts. You can see the picture now. Okay, let's see once more. The major accessory ducts in the male reproductive system are rete testis, vasa efferentia, epididymis and vas deferens. Ejaculatory duct and urethra we can see later. Now, first we can see the rete testis. The straight part of the seminiferous tubule in the testicular lobule form a network of tube. This network of tubes are called rete testis. And this rete testis can conduct sperm from the seminiferous tubule. And the rete testis join to form a tubular structure which is known as vasa efferentia. This is the second duct, accessory duct. This vasa efferentia can conduct sperm from the rete testis into the epididymis. And epididymis is the place where sperm storage as well as sperm maturation occur. And it can store the sperm for about 18 to 24 hours. And the epididymis consists of head region, body region and tail region. The tail part of the epididymis leads into another duct which is the vas deferens. And vas deferens goes up to the abdomen. And now we can see the next area.